Hello, welcome to 4 Minutes Closer to God. My name is Doug. Wanted to talk about what happens when Christians die. So, belief in Jesus and faith in Him will allow you to exist in eternity with God, where non-belief in Jesus or disdaining Him, having contempt for Jesus, will give you absence from the presence of God. And that is not a place you want to be. So when people say, oh, go to hell, they have no idea, because hell is worse than they could possibly imagine. And when our spirit, souls, and bodies are separated at death, the body would go into the grave, and the spirit and soul would be separated in a continuation of our personality into a holding place. So, for example, Jesus gives us the idea that Lazarus and the rich man lived in the same space, and the rich man had all the things you could hope for in life, but Lazarus was sickly and had to beg for food. But when he died, angels took him to Abraham's bosom, the comforting part of that Sheol, neutral holding place in the underworld, so to speak, where the rich man was taken to torment in Hades, and he asked across the great chasm if Lazarus could be sent from Abraham's bosom to give him comfort with some water. And Abraham said, I'm sorry, but you can't cross over to us, we can't cross over to you, nor can we send any emissary to the world of the living in order to convince your brothers that they should join Jesus and be part of the Abraham's bosom side. So when Paul says, upon death, to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, that indicates that Christians immediately upon their death, their soul spirit goes into this great hall of glory that is in the presence of God. But the ones who do not believe in Jesus are sent elsewhere to this tormenting place. And so, for example, in Luke 23, Jesus says to the thief on the cross, truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise. So paradise is this comforting part of the holding place, so to speak. And we have Revelation talks about how to get there. And so nothing unclean will ever enter this paradise of God, nor anyone who practices an abomination or a lie, but only those whose names are written in the Lamb's Book of Life. So it's important that your name be written in the Lamb's Book of Life, and God then promises it will never be blotted out, and He will comfort us before, or confess us before His Father and before His angels. So what we are looking for is the body to be reunited at some future time with our soul spirit, and that is the glorification of the body. The body then is able to be in the presence of God and not be burnt up by the heat of the radiance of glory and love that is the presence of God, and our lives will then be free from even the presence of sin and be in glory forever because we have trusted Jesus.